Good morning, neighbors. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show. I am your host, Sara, here to ease you into the day with local news, your Murphy weather, and a look at what is happening around our beautiful corner of the mountains. Let us start this morning with a serious public safety story that is still on many minds. Earlier this month, investigators arrested a Blairsville, Georgia man on arson charges tied to a string of 10 fires in the Martins Creek area of Cherokee County, including grass, brush, and woodland fires on several different properties near the North Carolina and Georgia line. Local officials say the arrest follows an intensive investigation, and they are stressing how dangerous even small fires can be when conditions are dry and winds pick up, especially in rural communities like ours, where homes, pastures, and forest land sit so close together. They are urging everyone to be cautious with outdoor burning, follow any burn permit rules, and report suspicious activity quickly. Traffic safety is also in the spotlight after recent serious wrecks around our region. Earlier this month, there was a bad two-vehicle crash on US 129, the Blairsville Highway near Price Weaver Road, with details still emerging as troopers reconstruct exactly what happened. Not long before that, a separate deadly crash on North Carolina Highway 294 near the Tennessee line claimed the life of a Murphy man during wintry road conditions, reminding all of us how quickly a routine drive can turn tragic when visibility, black ice, or speed become a factor. State Highway Patrol continues to ask drivers to slow down on our curvy mountain roads, leave extra following distance, and stay off the phone, especially during changing spring weather when fog and sudden showers can roll in fast. Law enforcement leadership has also been making headlines beyond Murphy, but with direct impact here in Cherokee County. Recently, the elected sheriff agreed to step down after the district attorney publicly called for his resignation, citing years of concerns, including negligence in handling 2 murder cases and broader complaints about misconduct and lost public trust. The sheriff's resignation is part of a larger effort to reset confidence in how serious crimes are investigated and victims are supported in our county, and residents are being encouraged to stay engaged, attend public meetings when they can, and use official channels to share concerns or questions as the transition unfolds. On a more hopeful note, many locals are keeping an eye on a homegrown talent making waves far from the mountains. Cherokee County's own Braden Rumfelt has been appearing on the latest season of American Idol, giving our community something fun to rally around as we see a familiar name and face on national television. Folks back home are cheering him on, sharing clips, and talking about watch parties, and the Cherokee Scout has been encouraging everyone to support him as long as he stays in the competition. Education and long-term planning are also part of the local conversation this month. The Cherokee County Schools Board has been meeting to discuss ongoing services and capital needs, including aging equipment like chillers at Andrews Middle School and Martins Creek that are reaching the end of their life and will need replacement. Leaders continue to weigh how sales tax revenues and other funding options can be used to keep facilities safe and comfortable for students and staff without putting too heavy a burden on local taxpayers. And they are asking families to stay tuned as those projects move forward. Before we get to community events, let us talk about your weather for Murphy for the next 3 days. Today, Tuesday, you can expect a mild early spring day with afternoon highs around the upper 50s to near 60 degrees, a cool start in the mid-30s, and a mix of clouds and sunshine. It looks mainly dry, but you might see a light sprinkle or 2 in spots, so keep a jacket handy if you are out early or after dark. Tomorrow, Wednesday, temperatures bounce back a bit, with highs climbing into the low to mid-60s and morning lows in the upper 30s, under partly sunny skies, and just a slight chance for a brief shower. Overall, a pleasant day to run errands or get some yard work started. On Thursday, we stay in that early spring groove with highs again in the low to mid-60s, morning lows in the upper 30s to around 40, and a few more clouds drifting in. There could be a scattered shower later in the day, But at this point, it does not look like a washout, more of an off and on light rain pattern if anything develops. And hey, right here after the weather, I want to ask a personal favor. If you enjoy waking up with me on the Murphy Morning Show, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, tap that like button, and absolutely slam that notification bell so you never miss a morning together. If you find value in these quick local news and weather briefs, it would mean the world if you shared the channel with a friend, a neighbor, or a family member. There is a real cost to producing these videos and keeping local voices on the air, and when you help us reach more viewers and bring in more subscribers, it goes a long way toward keeping this little project sustainable for the long haul. So if you are enjoying these morning check-ins, spread the word, let folks know we are here, and help grow this community of neighbors helping neighbors. Now let us look at a few community events coming up in and around Murphy as we roll towards spring. First, the big one many of you are already talking about is the Murphy Spring Festival, coming up on Saturday, May 2nd, right in downtown Murphy. Tennessee Street and Valley River Avenue will be closed off and turned into one big street party with live music across different styles, food trucks, arts and craft vendors, a kids' carnival area, and a beer and wine garden showcasing regional breweries and wineries. The festival runs through the afternoon and into the evening, wrapping up with a spring fireworks show, so it is a full-day chance to bring the family, support local businesses, and enjoy our small town at its best. Just remember to plan ahead for parking. Keep an eye on little ones near the crowds, and if you plan to enjoy the beer and wine garden, make sure you have a safe ride home. Looking a bit down the road in Andrews, the Chamber and Town are gearing up for their 2026 event season, which includes a spring fling and food truck Fridays in downtown Andrews later this spring and summer. Those events typically bring live music, plenty of food and drink options, and a relaxed small town vibe to Main Street, giving Murphy folks a fun excuse for a short drive over the mountain for an evening out. As always, when you head to events in Andrews, Blairsville, or any of our neighboring towns, give yourself extra travel time for mountain traffic, watch for pedestrians in the downtown areas, and be patient with volunteers and staff who are working hard to make these gatherings happen. As you plan your week, keep in mind that many churches, civic groups, and local nonprofits around Murphy are also holding regular midweek services, support meetings, and small events that may not always hit the big calendars, but matter a lot to the people who attend. If you are looking to get more connected, consider checking with your local congregation, the library, or community centers like Tri-County Community College for upcoming talks, classes, or volunteer opportunities. That is it for this Tuesday edition of the Murphy Morning Show. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your morning with me and for caring about what is happening right here at home. Remember, if you are enjoying these daily local news briefs, please subscribe, hit that like button, slam the notification bell, and share the channel with someone else who loves our mountains. Your support, your comments, and your willingness to spread the word are what keep this little show going. I am Sara, wishing you a safe, peaceful, and hopeful day, and I hope you will tune in again tomorrow for more news, weather, and community stories from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.